So good morning, everyone. My name is Craig Schlosser. I am the Vice President of Economic Development for the Morris County Economic Development Corporation, and I'm very excited to have a program to present to you today, thanks to PSE&G and MCOHA, which is on virtual community meetings on energy assistance. This program will be hosted by PSE&G and MCOHA here at the EDC, and also our 501c3 attached to us, the EDA. This is part of our community development initiatives. So I have to say thank you in particular to Everton Scott from PSE&G, who's also on our board for the Chamber of Commerce, in reaching out and getting this set up for us to be able to rock and roll with stuff. So before we move on, I want to give Everton a chance to say a couple of quick words. I'll give us some ground rules, and then we're going to get moving into an absolute fantastic presentation that I'm so excited that Rosa and Luis is going to do it. So Everton, if you'd like to give us a couple, brief comments.
Good morning, Craig. Thank you so much for hosting this for us. This is really a good thing. So I'm Everton Scott. I'm the Senior Public Affairs Manager for PSE&G with responsibility for Morris County. Thank you for joining us this morning. The last time I checked, PSE&G was owed somewhere in the region of $1.5 million by customers in Morris County. In the grand scheme of things, that's really not much. But for Morris County, it jumps out at you. And I think this plays right into the ALICE framework that's typically espoused by the United Way of Morris, of which Craig is closer to it than I am. And if he chose to, he can expound a little bit on this. And so we thought that, however we got here, we are where we are. And so we thought it would be a good time to remind customers that there are programs that can assist in paying off balances owed to the company. And of course, we refer to these programs as payment outreach assistance programs, as you'll hear from Rosa and from Luis. Now, PSE&G started the process of disconnecting customers for outstanding balances a few months ago. And although the legislature passed a bill that dictates that service cannot be disconnected if you can prove that you've applied for help, that's not enough. Disconnection of service should absolutely be a last resort. And both customers and for both customers and company. And so thank you. Thanks for all our partners who joined us this morning. We certainly hope that you can take this information and use it in assisting customers to pay down their outstanding balances. And by the way, and Rosa, you can correct me if I'm wrong here, but the basic framework that we're going to be laying out this morning can be used even if you have a different service provider than PSE&G for both electric and gas. So thank you, and I'll turn it back over to you, Craig.
You mute.
You're on mute, Craig.
Good. Am I back?
Yes, you're back now.
Okay, good. All right. So thank you. So Everton, I'm so glad that you brought that up in terms of what you talked about with the United Way. Last Friday, Megan and I got a chance to go to a program for it that was really absolutely fantastic. That was on the commercial real estate that talked about ALICE. So ALICE, just so everyone understands, is asset limited, income constrained, but employed. So in 2008, 37% of the households in New Jersey were struggling to make ends meet. 10% of those were above the federal poverty wage, but 27% what's considered ALICE. So even though we do have high earning potential here in New Jersey, we also have a higher cost of living. So what I'm really appreciative is programs like this that PSE&G has and what you're doing for community outreach is these are programs that make a huge difference that allow people to move forward. There's interesting studies that between a $500 or $1,500 one-time expense could force someone to fall behind on their monthly expenses. So being able to have additional support and assistance in programs like this are essential for our community development and our economy. So I applaud you, Everton, Rosa, Luis, for everything you're doing to help educate people and bring this to them. So what I'd like to do now is let's go through some ground rules, but I want to acknowledge Noelle Gemma from my team, who has done a fantastic job in getting this program set, taking care of our registrations, all the technical stuff. She does an awesome job, often stays behind the scenes with it. So Noelle will also be managing our chat today. So if you have a question, you're going to be able to put the chat in. And at the end, we'll do those questions from there. Noelle, would you just give everyone just a quick hello?
Of course. Good morning, everyone. My name is Noelle. I work with the Morris County Economic Development Corporation. I'm the database marketing manager. I'm in charge of some research, analysis, and database responsibilities. So I'm excited to be here. And if anyone has any questions, you can drop them right in the chat. I'll be monitoring it today.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Noelle. And again, great job. We couldn't have done the program without you today. So awesome work. And thank you so much to Rosa, Everton, and Luis again. So to the program itself, let's just make sure we're all on mute. As you can see, I really took that seriously before when Everton was speaking. So please make sure you're on mute throughout the program. The goal here is to make sure that we can have a really good interactive program. Make sure that everyone has a chance to engage and connect at the end. I'll keep an eye on the mute. So if you do go off mute by accident, I will go ahead and take care of that for you. Noelle will be handling the chat component of it, and Rosa and Luis will take care of the program. At the end, we'll do a Q&A. I'll moderate those questions and ask them to Rosa and Luis with that. And of course, we have Everton and Noelle with us as well with that. So without further ado, what I'd like to do is turn the program over to Rosa and Luis. Rosa and Luis, I want to just say this. I so appreciate all the detailed efforts, everything you did to put together a presentation that is really well tailored towards this audience. The thought you put into this isn't just another webinar. You really did a great job preparing for this. And I just want to say thank you as a partner in this program. I was really impressed, and I'm very thankful that you're doing this with us today.
Thank you so much, Craig and Everton, for putting this together. And of course, MCOHA for joining us today. It's with great pleasure. I am Rosa Pagnell Lopez. I am the Payment Assistance Coordinator for PSE&G. I've been on my role for over 23 years. Helping people, making a connection, making sure that our customers know where to go for energy assistance. It's just perfect timing, this webinar, because the New Jersey Board of Public Utility designated this week, June 6th to June 10th, Utility Assistance Week. And we're doing this webinar. This is timing perfect for Morris County residents, so they know to go for resources. The programs that you're going to hear from Luis have expanded their income. The income are higher than ever before. Even there is forgiveness for the bills. We are going to continue as a company to make every effort that our customers know where to go, that they're falling behind on the bills, where to go, what resources are available. We are here to help, and you're going to see it through the presentation. We never want to disconnect service, as Everton indicated, either for our gas or electric customers because of inability to pay. And it's with great pleasure that we are partnering with one of the state designated agencies that manages the LIHEAP, USF, PAGE, New Jersey Shares. You'll hear all these acronyms, but don't worry, because we're going to spell them out for you. And let me turn this over, and we'll hear more from me in a little bit. His name is Luis Arbelares, and he is a LIHEAP outreach specialist for MCOHA. Luis, take it away.
Good morning, everybody. First of all, I want to thanks to everybody that make this possible. There's a lot of information that the clients or the Morris County area needs to know, because so many people doesn't know about these programs, and really important. Our agency, Morris County Organization for Hispanic Affairs, has been in the Morris County area for over 46 years already. We have different programs, and there is a bit of confusion about the name. Says Morris County Organization for Hispanic Affairs, doesn't mean it's only for Hispanic people. It's all for everybody that needs help in the Morris County area. So anybody that needs any kind of help, even if we don't have the service that you're looking for, we can send you to another agencies. We know who has the service that you're looking for. Just let me introduce the agency services. We have more services other than energy assistance. We have also weatherization programs that we're going to talk about this in a few minutes. We have lead, safe home remediation, that we're going to talk about that one too. We have Center for Citizenship and Legal Immigration, not just for Hispanics, for anybody that needs some kind of immigration services, we have that service. We have transportation services also. Hispanic Women for Resource Center, that is a capacitation center for women in the Morris County areas, computers, finances, arts, florists, English as a second language, citizenship, different kind of programs. We have community outreach that have a lot of services in the program. Senior citizen services, we have a group of seniors in our agency, and we have a Justice for All program that is for kids that needs help at the school. Next, please. Oh, today we're gonna talk about the Low Income Home Energy Assistance Program, or LIHEAP for the initials in English, and the USF Universal Service Program that is served in the Morris County area. Actually, it's in all New Jersey, but we, Morris County Organization for Hispanic Affairs, are the agency in charge of the program in the Morris County area. Let's start. So next. The Low Income Home Energy Assistance Program is a program that is funded by the Department of Health and Human Services, was created to help the low income and moderate income, not just the low income now because the guidelines go up because of the pandemic now, to help the homeowners or renters, all the households in the New Jersey, Morris County area to pay the heatings and electric bills. Heating source could be any kind of source, could be the deliverable fuels like oil, could be also wood even, or propane, natural gas, or even electricity, any kind of source for the heating. The program helps to pay those heating bills. Next. Also with this program, the LIHEAP program, have a part that is called the cooling part. That means helps the people with medical necessity to keep the air conditioning on during the summer. This program helps the people that qualifies through the doctor's note to receive a help. Actually, is $200 for the electric bill to help to pay the air conditioning during the summer. This program, the eligibility for this program depends on the household size, how many people live in the house, the income for the household have to be below the 60% of the state median income for this year, 2022. The household have to be responsible for the heating cost. So needs to pay the heating to be qualified for this program. Even if it's in a not subsidized rent or paid separate charges for the heat. And have to have, as mentioned before, have to have a medical doctor's note, sign it, say the doctor certified that the person needs air conditioning for the summer, for the cool, hotter months. Next. The benefit for the LIHEAP program, Low Income Home Energy Assistance Program, the credit for this starts at $339 for gas heat. That means the houses that heat the houses with the gas, the minimum that you're gonna receive, the benefit they're gonna receive minimum is gonna be $339. For the electric heat, it's gonna receive a minimum of $529 for the help. And for oil, you're gonna receive $641 minimum. It's gonna be higher, depends on the household size or the income, all the adults combined in the house. The cooling part of this LIHEAP program is the $200 that I mentioned before, that helps the people to pay the electricity during the summer. That help is going to be received on May every year to help to pay the air conditioning. Next. Okay, let's start explaining every program in a step by step, in a simple manner. the energy system can provide. We can the program can provide deliverable fuels like oil. This starts the first emergency assistance gonna start the first week of December every year. Emergency benefits for fuel or deliverables. The clients have to let us know, the agency MCOHA, that you are low on income or you are at risk or have low oil in your tank. Your levels of oil are really low. So that's an emergency. You can apply for an emergency. You can apply coming to the office, send us a note, send us a fax, or even by email that you're low in oil, and we send the order to the oil company. Is any oil company that you pick, doesn't have to be true or picking of the company. You select the company that you have to receive the emergency. So we send the order to the company and they deliver the oil to you. This is up to $700. So if you only use like $400 for this emergency, you still have a balance of $300 for emergency in the future. Will be a couple of months after the first delivery. So up to $700 during the season. For gas and electric, the emergency starts on March 15, after the end of the winter termination program or moratorium. It's called moratorium. That's the program that doesn't allow to be shut off during the winter months. So after March 15, you can apply for an emergency for electric or natural gas accounts. So the same process. You can come to the office, send us an email, send us a fax, requesting that you have an emergency because it's probably going to be shut off. That's, as Everton mentioned, it's going to be the last resource for the companies. If you ask for the emergency, so we're going to send the request. We send all the paperwork needed to the companies to get emergency funds. That is going to be for heating, $700. And for electric, it's an additional $300 if the household pays for the heating costs. Next. More about the emergency benefits. The clients who do not pay directly for the heating cost are not allowed to apply for emergency. So this is someone just rent a room in the house, doesn't have bills under their name, that cannot apply for the emergency because they don't pay for the heating. Also, there is an emergency fund that helps people repairing the furnace, up to $1,500 for homeowners during the year. So even they receive the $700 could have $1,500 for repairs if needed. Next. Renters, the people that rent their house, doesn't have the homeowners, and the heat is included in the rent, and needs to follow the same guidelines for the LIHEAP program. Must not receive any rental assistance like Section 8 or housing or through the housing authority. The help for these kind of like applicants have gonna be $234 for one time. That's as a rental benefit. Next. Another program that runs next to LIHEAP is the USF, the Universal Service Fund. The Universal Service Fund is created by the New Jersey Board of Public Utilities, or BPU, to help low-income households to pay for their electric and natural gas costs. This is a social benefit fund. It's a fund that is on the companies to help the people with the pay of the heating and electric. This program is not like the LIHEAP. It's just one help during the season. The USF is during the years divided by 12. In an example, in a couple of slides later, and we're going to show you an example how this is calculated for every home. What is the criteria used to establish the amount or the benefit that the homeowner going to receive? The eligibility is based on the annual energy burden. So this depends how much energy the household use that's going to be calculated. Depends on the income and the burden. The household income have to be below the 400% of the federal poverty level. That's really high because almost everybody applying gonna be approved. This was raised because of the pandemic in the last couple of years. Household member have to be in the bill. That's a requirement for this program. As the monthly benefits are calculated, the burden, the amount of energy you use for the gas have to be the 2% of the annual income for the gas, and it have to be the 4% of the annual income for electric heating expenses. The benefit for the light heat and New Jersey Lifeline have subtracted from the eligible amount to receive. Let's see this example. This is the guidelines for the 2022 maximum income limits. So if you see that is a household size, how many people in the family members in the household size, see the light heat guideline and the USF. These are two different guidelines, different limits to receive the help. If you see, there is a table here that showing how many people live in the household, and there is an example in the bottom. The example in the bottom is an average for the 4 people annual income. For 4 people average annual income is approximately $77,000 for Hawaii heat and approximately $105,000 for USF. It's two different guidelines for the same household. And the next slide, we're gonna see an example of how the USF benefit is calculated. The Universal Service Fund example, for this example is an annual burden of $1,300 per year. That's the usage of the energy, and 2%, and the income for this family in this example is $30,000 and the year. So the 2% of that 30,000 is $600. That's the customer obligation. That's the part that the customer have to pay for this. The exceeding expense over those $13,000 less the $600 that the customer have to pay is $700. The light heat credit for this, the benefit for the light heat credit is $339 benefit. So subtracting those $339 from the $700 is gonna be $361 for the year. That's the amount that USF benefit is gonna be for this example, for this home. So this is divided by 12. You don't know that the clients doesn't gonna receive this benefit in one shot. It's gonna be divided in 12 months. So every month this home gonna receive $30.09 for the next 12 months during the year. And the next slide gonna show that an example is the PSE&G current charge are $50 monthly, less the $39.09 is gonna receive the total balance is gonna be paid $19.91 for the customer. That's the customer responsibility. I realize that here is a small thing in the calculation, but the idea is okay. You're gonna receive the benefit from this. It's gonna be the balance that finish here is gonna be the responsibility for the client. Next. When their applications are received for these programs, they are to for the low income home energy assistance program, the season starts in October 1st and go to June 30th of the next year. That's the season for the home energy program. So many people are confused. They think the program runs from January 1st to December 31st. And that's a general mistake. The program starts on October 1st and ends on June 31st. So that means for this season, this year, 2022, we're still having 21 days to apply. So there is people that need to apply, they still having time to do it in this season and reapply, apply again, and the next October 1st. All the appliance, all the benefits for these programs needs to reapply every year. So even if you receive the benefits, needs to reapply every year, every season. The cooling, the part of the cooling that they talked about before, about the $200 that's gonna be received for a medical necessity for the air conditioning, is valid for 5 years. The doctors know that they know that the doctor certified that you need the help is gonna be need to renew it every 5 years. So it's automatically accepted, approved for 5 years. And for the USF program, you can apply during any time during the year. This is all year long. Can apply at any moment during the year. And as the LIHEAP program needs to reapply every single year, every single season. The verification required, all the documentation that needs to bring it through the program for the original application for the first time that the person applies, have to be the income, that is the income for all the people in the household over 18 years old. This is all the income that they receive for working or Social Security or pensions or income for like as a business owner. The only income that is included for these for people over 18 is they are full-time students. The people is over 18 but is still in school or going to the university as a full-time means 12 credits, that income is not counted. Needs a Social Security number. The Social Security numbers have to be verified with the Social Security cards or a Social Security letter or a Social Security certification from a Social Security agency. The hidden living arrangement, a full copy, that's a copy of the bills. Needs to bring the bills of the heating and your electric bills. Have to be under the name of the homeowners or the people that is applying in the program. Residency needs to certify that living in that is the owner of the house as a tax bill or mortgage, or that is the renter of the house. The address have to match the address on the bills, on the lease, on the pay stubs. All of them have to match. And then they need to, the household made to complete a recertification. It was already approved for previous seasons. So if you already applied for the last season, doesn't need to bring all this documentation because it's already in file. So the recertification is a lot easier than the original application. Anyway, have to reapply every year. Next. For household with undocumented people, even can apply. In undocumented households may apply for the program. So the LIHEAP program and USF program, the requirement is that at least one member of the house have to have a valid Social Security card, a valid Social Security number. They can apply only the applicants with the Social Security numbers, the valid Social Security numbers, are they accounted for income? For example, in this, there is an example on the bottom here that the households that include mother, father, and 2 children, only the children have the Social Security cards. This house is going to be counted at only 2-person households, but the income for everybody at home have to be counted for the income purposes. Next. Next slide, please.
I'm sorry, I was trying to close my email. Hold on. Here we go.
Okay, that is an automatic eligibility for LIHEAP and USF benefits. The person that has already applied for food stamps, SNAP, or the households that already applied, so already approved for New Jersey Lifeline, are automatically in the program, the LIHEAP program and the USF program. So many people realize that they never applied, but they're receiving the benefits. It's because of this, because if they already apply for food stamp or Lifeline, they already in the LIHEAP and USF. Next. The public housing renters, even the public housing renters can apply for the program. They have to be responsible for the heating cost. Doesn't matter if it's electric or gas, to receive the benefits. The households who receive the public housing, Section 8, or any kind of benefits from public housing included in the rent are not eligible for the LIHEAP heating credit, but they still can apply for the USF and the cooling part of the program. Only doesn't apply for the heating part of the same program. Next. The New Jersey State Weatherization Program. This is a program that sees elderly, handicapped, or low income and moderate income personnel, actually because the guidelines was raised up to weatherize their homes, improving their heating system of efficiency of energy conservation. This means a person from the agency, a technician, goes to the customer house, to the client house, check all the insulation, the weatherization of the house, doors, windows, basement, attics, everything, even the refrigerator and the oven. If something is not energy efficient, they can apply for the weatherization, and the program gonna help to solve the energy efficiency at the home. The household income for this program have to be below the 400 of the federal poverty level. That's the same income for the LIHEAP. As I told you, that was recently increased. The household can schedule energy conservation from all of their nations in here and schedule a visit to the home. They check everything that is working okay, don't need help in any kind of situation, and it's gonna get the benefits through the program. Those almost everybody that is applied for TAM, SNAP, or SSI recipients, LIHEAP, are approved. The lead safe remediation program, it's a program that detects is lead on the house. It will be most of them is houses that was built before in 1978. Those houses usually be painted with a lead-based paints on the windows, on the doors, and the furnace. So if lead is detected, this program helps to abate those lead and remediate the problem. The renters also can apply for this if the landlord agrees to sign for the program. Next. The low-income household water assistance program, LIWAP program, is a new program that started on the last year that provides energy to residents to pay for their water and sewer bills. This was added to it's a different program that the LIHEAP, but stayed under the same coverage. Any drinking water or wastewater bill that was past due by 30 days can apply for this. Must be paid by the residential water and sewer bills directly through the rent, and the LIWAP program is not available for business accounts or for property managers or business accounts. The monthly household income for these have to be 60% below the New Jersey state median income. This program actually helps with the drinking water for $1,200, and for the sewer, the same amount. If it's gonna be $2,400 if you're drinking and wastewater services are combined in this household. For this program, then the client needs to come to the office because it's a process that had to be taken through the online services through our agency. So the person needs to come to the office, and we are glad to help them to apply for this program. The next slide is gonna be the Fresh Start program that Maria gonna talk to you about this program now.
Yeah, thank you, Lois. Lois will be back in a minute to talk about 2 other programs, but great job, Lois. Let me just explain a little bit about the Universal Service Fresh Start program. The reason why I said to Lois, let me cover it, is because the utilities, meaning in this case, if you're a PSE&G customer, it will be PSE&G. If you are a JCP&L or you are New Jersey Natural and you're Morris County, you can also qualify for this program. All these programs that you heard about are a statewide program, and it's available in all the counties, the 21 counties in New Jersey. So the Fresh Start program is a component of the USF. And when it got started back in 2003, it was a one-time opportunity for anybody that could qualify for USF. And back then, the income levels for USF were very low. As Louis explained, the incomes were expanded to 400% federal poverty level from 185, and even 175 when actually started federal poverty level. However, the New Jersey Board of Public Utility decided due to the pandemic to increase this program to allow more people to receive forgiveness. So since October 1st, 2021, anybody that applied through the end of the season, September 30th, 2022, the customer that owes $60 or more, if they qualify for USF and receive a USF benefit that Louis explained so well how it's calculated, if they owe $60 or more, the utility, meaning PSE&G or whatever utility, gas, electric utility you have, it's only available for gas and electric companies, could put that money on the side. We call it in a separate pocket. So you would not be responsible for that amount to pay that back to bill, but there's a catch, okay? So the catch is that for the next 12 months, you're gonna be receiving USF because you are a USF client, but also you can receive forgiveness. And in order for you to receive forgiveness, you have to pay your current bills. So once you pay your bill, in the sample, you know, if it was $50, $60 for gas or electric, you pay your current bill. Every time you get paid, you pay the bill, and the bill can be paid by many programs that you heard about already. So it doesn't have to be from your pocket. You actually will get forgiveness. So you cannot apply for Fresh Start. So don't call PSE&G or any utilities that don't apply for Fresh Start. You gotta go to the local agency in the county where you reside. In this case, in Morris County, would be, you know, MCOHA, and you can tell them, I want to apply for USF because I qualify based on what I heard today. Once you qualify, you got $60 or more in your bill. There's no limit on how much you owe PSE&G. You owe $10,000 and you can still receive forgiveness. You can actually get put into the Fresh Start program. So let me just give you the sample that I have there. The easy way to look at this, $10,000 you owe. We divide that in 12 months. So it will be $833. Every time you pay your current charges, okay, you will be receiving that deduction and that back to bill, $833. And you will see it in your bill. And when you're in the Fresh Start program, no worry. PSE&G will send you a letter welcoming you. PSE&G will let you know if you're missing a payment because you got to keep up with those 12 months payment. The good thing is that the state decided to give 3 additional months. It's called grace period. So actually the Fresh Start program is a 15-month program. And if you have any questions, don't forget to put them in the chat. I don't see that many there. So make sure you put the questions there. We'll make sure we address them at the end. The other program that I wanted to highlight is American Recovery Plan. Instead of rescue, it's Recovery Plan. And it's actually a great program to, if you owe money to any of your utilities, you can actually get assistance. And the good thing about the American Rescue Plan, American Recovery Plan, is that the funds were from the federal government, Department of Human Services, The state received the money, Department of Community Affairs, and in collaboration with the BPU, they actually created this amazing online portal, and it's right there, and you're going to have it right on your presentation that it's going to be emailed to you. Or you can easily go where? To MCOHA. You go to MCOHA and they'll help you to apply. You can apply online. The requirements at minimum, basically you just give your name, your utility account, very easy steps for you to qualify for that program. And again, it will help you with your past due bills, so through the ARP program, you can have all your balance forgiven. Why? Because it's up to $13,000. They're giving up to $8,000 for anybody that is a heating customer and up to $5,000 for non-heating. So right now, there's a lot of funds available to assist you with your utility bill. And please, if you have any questions, just reach out to us. We'll make sure that we walk you through the process. Now I'm going to turn it back to Louis, who is going to talk about the next two programs. The only two programs, Louis, that they do help undocumented households. So the whole entire household could be undocumented and they could qualify either for Page or New Jersey Shares. Go ahead, Louis.
Thank you, Maria. Yes, we have different kind of programs. Actually, if you don't qualify for LIHEAP programs or the other program, you still can apply for a Page. Page is a different program. This is the Payment Assistance Gas and Electric program that is funded by the Utility Assistance, help to low and moderate income houses to get help. To apply for Page, every case is different. So it's better to come to the office and apply for this because there is a different levels of Page program to apply. For this program, the eligible applicants have to meet the household income. There is a guideline in here in the table. It is different than the LIHEAP or USF. If you notice, this is higher. So people that doesn't apply for the low income or USF can apply even for Page. One of the requirements are the clients have to apply first for LIHEAP before looking help for the Page program. These programs could be benefit for up to $400, depends on the case. There is a different levels of Page program, so every case is different. It needs to apply to determine what is the level of Page you need to apply for. Next. And the New Jersey Shares is the Smart Utility System. That's a program that is run, depends on the funding by the program. This provides energy, gas and electric assistance grants for qualified households that having hardship, financial hardship. The applicants have to reside in New Jersey, have to be near residents of New Jersey, and have a financial burden, have financial problems, and have to be arrears on the energy bills, have to be past due in the energy bill to apply for this program. These households can receive a grant once this program runs from January 1st to December 31st for the year that they're applying for, receiving a natural gas benefit of $700 and an electric service grant for $700 also. Next, and the next slide, you can have all our information of the MCOHA contact information, locations. We have different locations and Dover, Morristown, Butler, and we also have a mobile office that can go to any building or event on the different corporations or companies that require our presence there. We can be there to help the people to apply for these programs that we, Maria and I already mentioned in this presentation. So all the information is there. It's going to be a part of the recording also, so you can find them later if you need to apply or contact us for any of the service we already supposed to get. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you. Thank you, Louis. Great job. I know it's a lot of information, but do not worry because all of this can be found in pseg.com/help, pseg.com/help now, or pseg.com/ayuda in Spanish. Our website is completely in English and Spanish, so feel free to go in there. You can download the applications. You can connect with the programs online, and all these applications can be also submitted online in addition to going directly to the agency as we highlighted. Before I go into highlight several programs that PSE&G have, I just want to recap a couple of things that we heard today. So the programs have expanded to help more households at higher income levels. In the past, when people may thought, oh, I don't want to go to MCOHA to apply because they only help low income. Wrong. Not anymore. For the next 2 years, I mean, we only talked about this season that ends June 30th for LAHEAP, and for the other program, USF is year round. It's going to, the same income levels are going to remain, and the availability of the Fresh Start program would remain until 2023. So take advantage this year and then reapply again in October. Don't forget, a family of 4 making up to $105,000 a year could be eligible to receive assistance. Forgiveness of past due bills is also available through the Fresh Start program. Don't forget, you can apply for Fresh Start, you can apply for USF. And for a one-time, and this is going to end September 30th, 2022, the American Rescue Plan is offering financial assistance for up to $13,000 on past due bills for PSE&G or any other utilities that you may have, gas or electric. The application is simple and no documentation is required. And again, the agency can assist you, but you also can apply through the Department of Community Affairs online portal. And don't forget, LAHEAP low-income home energy applications ends June 30th, as well as emergency assistance. One thing that I wanted to highlight, customers who apply for any of these programs that you heard about today, I'm going to go over LAHEAP, USF, ARP, PAGE, New Jersey Shares, can by June 15, we are June 9th, so you have a few days, will be protected from service disconnection while the application is being processed. But there's a catch. You need to contact us at the 1-800-357-2262. That's our collection number. Or you can email at vouchers@pseg.com, your name, your account number. How did you apply? Online, on the phone, in person? What agency did you go to? If you apply online, you're going to get a confirmation number. That's what PSE&G is going to ask you. Once you call us and you tell us or you email us, we will lock your account and protect your service. So don't miss out in this great opportunity. This is a one-time deal that we offering to our customers based on the legislation that was currently that Everton referred to that was passed in May. So I am Rosa Pagna-Lopez. You've been hearing about me. This is a website. I am just one member of a group of amazing ladies. Actually, we are great old ladies in PSE&G Payment Assistance Outreach. And we make sure that people know through bill messages, bill inserts. We work with our social media, with our communication folks, with our RPA, the Regional Public Affairs, like Everton. We work all the time to ensure that these programs are being communicated to our customers. Let me tell you a little bit about these things that you probably get all the time. Look at your bill inserts every month. There's great information. We'll ask our representative when you call us. Eco payment plan, you up to date with your bill. You want to pay, you want to budget yourself better. You want to pay the exact amount of money every month. Sign up for EPP, Eco Payment Plan. You can do it online by pseg.com/EPP, or you can also call us at 1-800-436-7734 to sign up. Also, you may have a loved one, a mother, someone that you are worry about them being behind on their PSE&G bill and the service could be disconnected. We have a program called third-party notification. we can notify you, send you a copy of the bill. You can register for that at the 1-800-436-7734. Don't forget, you can make a payment plan. If you have an outstanding balance, it's the first thing you should do. You get on a payment plan, you can catch up on your bills, you will pay your current bills, and the payment plan will be your current charges, plus your back to charge. And meanwhile, it gives you time so you can also get to these programs and apply. You can call the collection number 1-800-357-2262, or you can sign up for the payment plan. It's called Deferred Payment Plan, DPAs, at 1-800-357-2262, or online at PSE&G.com, my account. Life-sustaining equipment, critical care. If you or someone in your household relies on electricity to operate a life-sustaining equipment, please notify us. You can go online to that website, pseg.com/live. You can download a form. That form is sent to the doctor. And then once we receive it, and if it's approved by PSE&G, we would lock the account for disconnection. But also, most important, we will notify you in case of a severe storm coming, if you need to be moved from the household for the safety of that customer. Senior citizens, we want to know who they are. If there's anybody in the household older than 65, regardless if the person is the name on the account, the primary name on the account, please call us and let us know. We would like to mark your account for special programs, or to reach out to you if there's any other programs that we can assist you. 1-800-436-7734. Here are all the phone numbers that I mentioned, all the websites that I had mentioned before, but I wanted just to highlight for a few minutes New Jersey 211. They're available 24/7. They're available different ways. You can chat with them, you can email them, you can text your zip code to 898-211. They can assist you not only with directing you to the right program, to the right agency in the county where you reside, but also they can assist you with food, with a free tax preparation site so you can get your taxes done, depends on your income. Domestic violence issue, mental health. There's so many things that this pandemic have affect many folks in New Jersey and actually in the nation, that they can assist you and guide you. Don't forget our website, pseg.com/help now. That was created, that link was created because of the pandemic, to keep current information on where customers can go, and also has a video. We have a nice video that describes all these programs in length, in English and Spanish, either in our website /help or /ayuda in Spanish. Don't forget our collection number. Our collection department is open from 7:30 a.m. to 8:30. And our general inquiry number is 24 hours, 7 hours a week for anything else that you need assistance with PSE&G. Again, it's been a pleasure. I want to leave a little time for questions. So I'm going to turn it back over to Greg and Everton for remarks. And again, thank you so much, Louis, for joining PSE&G and putting this program together. And Everton coming up with the idea to offer this great service to Morris County residents. Thanks again.
Thank you so much, Luis. Thank you so much. Just outstanding job, Everton. Thank you for getting this moving. We have a couple minutes for Q&A with this. So Noel's going to jump on with me and co-host it with me here. So Noel, are you ready to rock and roll with me on this?
Yeah, yep, let's do it.
Awesome. Okay, so what I'd like to do first and foremost is just go through a couple things while we have about 4 minutes left here with it. Number one, we will be putting this on the same webpage that we put out there for the post in terms of the event information with a recording of this webinar. I believe we also might be able to include the slides on this too. Rosa, is that a possibility for us?
Yes, you can.
Outstanding. So we will include the slides on that as well. And Rosa, I have to say, you made the deck even better. Great job to you and Luis on this. This was absolutely fantastic. So thank you. So Awesome. So I see most of the questions that we have over here on the side is, are we gonna have the slide sent, the additional phone numbers that are available for this? And Noel, did you see any other additional questions that we wanted to add in real quick?
Yeah, so aside from contact information, there were a couple questions asked about the program. So I think it was going back to the PAGE program. It says, does this apply for people with low income, but the heat is oil? And I think that was off of the PAGE program.
Louis, you want to take that one?
Yes, what is the question about that one?
Sure, it says, does this apply for people with low income, but the heat is oil?
The PAGE program applies for the, doesn't matter what the
No, it does. It's only for gas and electric customers. It doesn't help with oil.
the-
No.
Okay. All right, our second question regarding the
But you
program.
can apply, hold on, but you can apply for the LIHEAP program
Mhm.
that does help with oil
With
and
the
oil
oil.
emergency. So
that
yes,
part of the program, yeah.
go ahead.
Okay, perfect. Awesome. Thank you, Rosa and Luis. Our second question is, except for Page and NJ shares, do applicants contact MCOHA to apply?
You can apply through the agency for MCOHA. The good thing about is that they, like, I call it a one-stop shop because they have access and connection with all the programs. So you can go in person. Like Louis said, I mean, they have some great phone numbers here that describes, you know, how you can reach the agency. Let me see if I can find it again, but that you can actually contact them. I think it's this one. No, yeah, here we go.
Yeah, that one.
They have all these offices. So you can email I believe, Louis, are you taking applications on by email? Are you accepting applications by email?
Yes.
So you can go to pseng.com/help or their website, download the application, fill it out, scan it, send it to them with all the required documentation.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, those were the only couple of questions referring to the programs that our viewers had. So I think that's it for in here.
Awesome. Noel, thank you. And we're spot on with time right now, which is perfect. And again, thank you for you doing an absolute great job running this program today. We would not have been able to do it without you, Rosa, Luis, Everton. I really want to take some time. And again, thank you for doing it. I want to thank so many of our nonprofit partners that joined us today that's going to share this information out there with the community members. If you know someone that this program can be helpful for, please share it with them. There's a lot of really good programs out there to help people. We understand the challenges, especially from a community development perspective, that some individuals have. What's important to know is there's great programs, there's things here to help, and we want to encourage you to reach out and see if you qualify for it and make that initial outreach. There's no such thing as a silly question. The only not good question is if you don't ask it. We're here to help. There's great people that want to help you, and please know these programs are there because everybody sometimes just needs a little help, and it allows you to be successful. Together, we're stronger, and that's what things like this are about with it. Before I go, I just want to offer Rosa, Luis, Everton, if you guys want to say a quick closing word, or if we're good to go, we'll close out just about on time.
Yeah, I just wanted to remind everybody the deadline for June 15. If you apply for any of these programs and you contact public service, we will lock your account for 90 days to allow you to get these applications to be processed by these local agencies. 1-800-357-2262, or send your information, your account number, your name, what program you apply and how you apply to vouchers@pseg.com. And thanks again, it was a great opportunity to share this great program. So thanks again, Everton and Craig and and Louis for putting this together. Thanks.
Also, I wanted to thanks to everybody to invite us to this event and tell everybody that the Morris County Organization for Hispanic Affairs is open to help everybody that needs help. We're here to serve.
Thank you, Luis. Thank you, Rosa. I have to say this much. I could not ask for a better group to work with. Everton, I cannot thank you for your vision and your continued advocacy to make sure that we get programs like this out to the community. It started with you, and thank you so much for all you do. With that said, Like to everyone to have a chance to just to enjoy the rest of your day with everything. Please share this with people that this can help with, and just know we're here for everybody with it. Awesome. Thank you, everyone. Take care. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you. Same to you.